Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy. Ancient African wisdom for the modern sister. Peace and blessings, ladies and gentlemen, because I know there's brothers on as well. So I'm going to give you all a few minutes to get on the call, because I know you don't be wanting to miss it, and I don't want you to miss it. Let me welcome you to Blackberry Beauty TV. That's what I'm calling this, Blackberry Beauty TV, where we talk about everything from economics to health, wellness, fitness, and just an everyday great life, because that's what I really want you to have. That's what I desire for myself, and so therefore I desire that for you. So let's see. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Renetta. How are you? I'm so glad you are here. We're going to give everybody else a few minutes to come on the call, so let's give everybody a few minutes to come on the call. Again, welcome to Blackberry Beauty TV. That's what I'm calling it, because it's live and direct. And yeah, y'all, I want to tell you about my day. And today we're going to talk about success. And I called it Success Built to Last. Actually, when I took an entrepreneur class, I took this entrepreneurial class. Oh my God, it had to be over 10 years, because it was about 7 or 8 years ago. And let's see. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Gabriella. How are you? So I would say some years ago. And it was called, it was a wonderful entrepreneur class. And there was a book that we read in the class. And the book was called Success Built to Last. And it was a compilation of all these entrepreneurs. I mean, wealthy, Steve Jobs, you name them. The guy that created Dell, Microsoft guys, all of it. Just amazing people. And they told their story about their success. So let's see. Barbara Jackson, hey Lisa. So they told their story about success, and it was just stay with me. And most of them quit. They were in colleges and they left the college. Most of them were all innovative. Some of our greatest innovators were not people that went to college. And I want you all to know, hey Tamiko, yes, hey Pieces, hey Jen. So I want you to know I'm not against people going to college, because my own child, let me move my chair, y'all. Because my own child's in college. I know you're going to think, I'm going to tell you what I tell my daughter. I say, know why you're going to college. You're going because there's social interaction there. You have an ability to meet certain people that can help you along your way. And also because you want to study something that you know nothing about. Her thing is design. She really wants to be a fashion designer. So in my house, where I grew up with my mother, there was nothing that was silly or frivolous that we could want that she wouldn't support us in. Anything we wanted, whatever we thought it was, she'd say, you're great, you're good, you could do it. So my daughter chose to go to college, and I'm very happy. I think she's a college girl. I actually think it's a great place for her to be. But I think there's a lot of us that may not be college girls or guys, or maybe, but really still thinking about there's something else that they want. I really believe that if we don't know how to create something, so that we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. We want to really understand that anything could change at any time, and why are we not prepared? I was telling my husband this today. I said, we are so multi-talented. I mean, we as human beings are multi-talented. I don't just see people in the academic field that get caught in, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a teacher. I see artists get caught in it too. I see artists that dance that think they're just dancers. I see artists that paint that thinks they're just painters. I see artists that sing or do theater. And so they put all their eggs in that one basket. That's why they're trying to rely on Hollywood to give them a part. Why are they not trying to create other means or forms of income? I mean, within their talent. Why couldn't they teach other classes, acting classes, to kids in the school, or get somebody to get them a grant so that they can teach it in a detention center? There's so many ways to monetize your skills, but most of us are stuck. So it's not just the academic people that are stuck in the one thing. It is this idea that society told us that you go to school for this or you're born this way. Like my husband is an artist, but he says, well, I'm going to be a businessman. I said, no, a great businessman. The best in your field. There's so much that we can still learn. So no matter where you are, I've seen artists get stuck. I've seen gentrification push them out of their places to live, because they never thought of what else can I do with this art? Or how else can I monetize this art? Or how can I even monetize something that other skills that I have? So I want to give you an example about missed opportunities. I actually didn't plan to talk about this, but Spirit is leading me, so I'm going to talk about this. I'm talking about missed opportunities just for a second. And I'm so glad that you all are here to listen. It is so much we're good at. I feel like one thing I'm good is like reading people. I feel like, I don't know if it's from being from New York or just being an entrepreneur, but one thing about being an entrepreneur is usually your skills become sharpened if you're growing and changing. So you can read people. You have to, because you want to be able to know, is that client going to buy and buy now? Is that client going to be somebody that you're going to have to work a little harder with to get to sell? There's so many things you want to know. Is that client wanting to ask for your services but doesn't know how? You can't always wait for the client to know what they want. You can't always wait for the client to come to you. Sometimes you have to know when they say, oh my God, I love your whatever, your hair, your skin, or your blouse, or your earrings. As an entrepreneur, you got to know to say, oh, well, I sell these. Are you interested? So let me give you an example. There's a lot of things I know. I like to frequent nice businesses. And there's a business that I go to. It's a Green Day spa. It's a spa. It's a natural, organic, green nail salon. I tell you about it all the time because I love it. It's green, it's organic. It's not toxic. So is it pricey? Of course it's pricey. They make you pay for natural stuff. It should be natural to have natural stuff, but they make you pay for it. So yes, it's pricey, but I don't mind paying a lot for something that is going to be good for me and the environment. I have no problem, like bring it on. When I first started going to the business, it was very classy. So let me just say, hey, y'all, I don't see more people coming on, so I'm just going to make sure. Let me know you still here. So, Jen, I just think you're listening, and I appreciate it. Jen, I see you. Jen, just tell me we're still here, because I don't want to think that I got cut off and then no one is here. So, Jen, or somebody give me a thumbs up or a heart. Is there anybody there? Let's see. Jen or somebody. Okay, great. Thank you. You're here. Okay, that's good. You listen intently, and I like to listen intently because it gives me a chance to tell a story and really stay with it. So I got you. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, I'm still here. Okay, I'm still great. That's perfect. So I want to tell you about missed opportunities and that you have to be bold and understand who and what you are, and that when you have an idea, the universe gives it to you. But a lot of times our entrepreneurial skills come from the everyday things that we do already. And I'm going to show you how this is very true. So remember, y'all, I'm teaching the next intensive called Sell or Be Sold. And it's called The Spiritual Art of Selling, Sell or Be Sold. And this story really goes with that. And now you're going to say, Nubia's going to teach from a way different perspective, taking into account, too, also that we're women. But this is something I do every 2 weeks, I'm at the nail salon. I love the nail salon. The nail salon, when you come in, it's nice, it's quaint. They have this beautiful spa-like music playing in the background. The reception is she's so sharp. She knows your name, what you like to drink. They offer you water or tea. The service is great. It's quick. You're never waiting. And it doesn't smell like the women that work there are not wearing masks, okay? You know about nail salons and the masks, right? So the women are not wearing masks. How you doing, Sami? How are you? So I love the place. So after a while, I noticed some things. I've been going for a long time. I think it's almost been a year. I noticed that the service to me was starting to decline. What do I mean? I noticed that I remember in the beginning they used to have signs that said, do not use your cell phone, do not talk on your cell phone during services. They also said, do not, in a sense, keep the voices down even if you talk to your friend that's next to you. I noticed that the signs were there, and people were on the phone talking business. People had their headsets on, talking. Look, I do business all day. When I go to the salon for those 2 hours, I don't want to hear you doing business. I don't want to hear you on the phone. I don't want to hear you telling your husband what you're going to have for dinner. I don't want to hear it. This is a somewhat of an upscale place because the prices are sure upscale prices. So I think that we should have there's a certain kind of service that I think that they should have, but they had it. If you start me here, you can't bring me down here, and that wouldn't happen for you either. So I noticed it, and I'm talking about the salon. It ain't us, y'all. It ain't us gossiping and talking. The other culture, They got people think we're ghetto, but they have issues that they should know they're in a salon. Why would you talk on the phone? Why would you be loud? So I ain't talking about us. I'm talking about others. Although a few of us come in there, it's the others. Okay, so I want to be clear to let you know it ain't just our people that you think, oh, they don't know how to act. No, they don't know how to act either. So I'm kind of annoyed. You know, I come for relaxation. I got to hear these women talking, yapping, da 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 da. Next thing I know, I noticed that no one in the salon is doing anything about it. Next thing I know, I come in next week, the signs that told people to be quiet was off. Let me tell you what I saw happen. The owners got greedy. See, instead of being able to be bold and say to the ladies, listen, this is a salon where people come to relax. They spend good money. I want to just point that out, but they come to relax. You know, the sign says they were afraid to lose customers, so they didn't say anything. So let me tell y'all, I want to tell you about the missed opportunity, but it's not a missed opportunity, and how you can recover if you miss an opportunity. This is school, so let's come close and listen. Lisa, you keep taking us higher and higher. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. So I'm noticing this stuff, and they going down. They going down, and I can see it. And so I come home to my husband and I tell him, I complain. I'm like, they let the people talk. Now they took the damn signs off. So now people don't even see a sign. They wasn't really adhering to it already, because it's up to the establishment to make sure they adhere to it. Took the signs off. I saw the guy. I said he's getting greedy. Another thing decline is women. I don't care what nobody says. Some women. The women that run that's in the front desk, the receptionists, they are multitaskers. My husband told me he read an article that said that women are natural multitaskers because of being a mother and the whole bit. The guy that owns it, he has no business being in the front desk because he screws up all the appointments. And you know what? He likes to talk to all the clients while they're sitting in the chair. If you talking to people, everybody else going to think they can talk. So I noticed all this. I told my husband how when they deliver boxes during UPS, sometimes the boxes are all around the desk. That's tacky. Not for this establishment. If I want that establishment, I got them other ones. I used to go to those, so I know about those. I go here because I want to breathe. I want to feel good. So I see all these things. So I said to my husband, this is 6 months ago, I say, I should approach, the guy's name is Lawrence. I should approach Lawrence and I should tell him that I can offer him a service. Oh, check it out. Spirit gave this to me and I let it go. I should tell him that I'm a consultant, that I consult with a small business, consult with me, and I got a package for him to help him because I think that his business is about to go down and the service has declined and I could actually help him. Because I was coming home every 2 weeks, I tell my husband different things. I would write the things down because they bothered me. Fast forward, y'all. I go to the salon the last time. And I actually, he booked me on Thanksgiving. Like I told you, Lawrence don't have no business being up in the front desk. And he calls me and says, sorry, Nubia, they know me as Nubia. We booked you for Thanksgiving. Can we reschedule you? I said, sure, the next day. He said, hey, Nubia, are you familiar with Yelp? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, could you give us a review so we can get back our 5-star status? Are you ladies listening? I know you are because you're going to hear me. This is an example of what I'm about to teach you in the next December intensive, Spiritual Art of Selling, Sell, or Be Sold. Why do I call it the spiritual art? Because Spirit told me to offer my services to him to help this man. But I saw the decline before he did. He didn't see it coming, but I did. And I know all the reasons it did. And so he said, yeah, you know what, Lawrence? I gave you a great critique and a review and Yelp, but I said, can I be honest with you and tell you? And I sure did. I said, can I be honest with you and tell you why I think you've lost your 5-star status? And I just told him strictly, I said, that we don't come for that. Why would people are talking and the music was the highlight? Now it's not. I can't even hear it. It's going down. I said, if you allow me to be honest with you, I will let you know. He said, please do. He said, yeah, we asked a couple of clients confidentially told us that too. Hello? I got more for him. I could get him back to the 5-star status. I said, if there was 7 stars, I'd get you that. But my mind said, this is my mind say, hey, Deanna, this is what my mind, Spirit said. Spirit said, okay, you were right. You were right. Hey, sister. Hey, Amina, you were right. You were right. You saw the decline. You knew it was going down. You knew what could be changed, and you didn't offer your service. We are talking about success built to last. It is your duty to be successful. It is your duty to see something and create something around it to help another person. Do you think that Lawrence would not have appreciated my services? Because he would have stayed at the 5-star level, I would have took him to another level. Do you also see how your everyday occurrences, the places that you go to on a normal basis, there is money there that you could make. There's a service from that you could create, and you could sell that. If that doesn't convince you to join the next December intensive, sell or be sold, or I'm going to tell you what will convince you, because I got an idea. It's now was $97 for the week, this 1 week from today, November 18th to November 25th. It's called Black Power Friday Week Special. It's only, is it 57? 57, 57, no, it's $67 for 1 week. You can get the December intensive. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm now going to create a program. I'm going to create some packages. I'm going to have some prices. I'm going to call him up and say, I can help you. Let me tell you some other things. I gave him that one for free. Okay? Hey, Oshun. Hey, Kai. Amina. I said, thank you, Queen. Yes, Oshun Colors. Yes. I said, I gave him that for free. What can so do you all see how maybe the Costco you go to, you see something that's not right? Do you understand that you think selling is hard, but in other words, you're hurting that business that you like? Do you know why I wanted to tell him 6 months ago where I saw it going? Because I enjoy that place. See, if that place doesn't exist, then a person who likes natural, non-toxic ingredients, I won't have a place to go. Do you understand? There's a sister, the vegan flavor in Durham. My husband and I we wanted to invest in that. Do you know why I want to invest in that? It ensures that I have a place to eat. Do y'all hear me? And I think you are. Hey, Brianna, your husband looks so supportive of you. Yes, thank you. He really is. So you got to know this, that when you don't speak up, you're actually outing yourself. So many people go, oh, you know that great vegan restaurant? You know that great vegetarian restaurant? It's not there anymore. It's not there anymore because you saw things that could have been changed and you didn't do anything about it. But more importantly, because we're talking about monetization, we're not really talking about that today, but we kind of are. Yes, we are. We always talk about monetization. You could have monetized. You could have created something around that and offered it as a service and saved that place and in essence, saved a place for you to participate, to eat, to go to live, and to enjoy. Do you understand the connection between monetization, selling, and being sold to, the difference? Do you understand your power? You're not just born with what you thought you were born with. Hey, Queen, peace. You're not just born with just this like, oh, I'm an artist. Oh, I'm a secretary. Oh, I'm a marketing strategist. Oh, do you get this? And I know that you do. So I will be offering my services, and we could actually do consultations because I got a lot of ideas. I know he's training his staff. I would like to sit in the training. I want to see what he's training them to do. See, I now know my value. I know that as a customer, I know as much about business as he does. Because just because a person can get money together and say, oh, let's start a business, doesn't mean they know how to run a business. You sitting on your couch may know how to run a business better because you've probably been going to nail salons longer than he had one. Holla if you hear me. Tell me if it's true. Hey, Latoya Wilson. So do you understand the importance of speaking up? But do you get that spiritually? Spirit told me. So why didn't I do it? I mean, when I think about it now, was it that I never did it? I know why. This is an excuse. Because I've never done it before. Because maybe, I don't know, because I didn't get trained to do it, because I didn't go to school. I mean, like now when I think about it, none of the excuses sound good enough. None of them are, none of them are sufficient. Do you get that, y'all? None of them. So when I say that any idea you got, and you say, I don't have an idea, I'll ask you where you shop. I'll ask you where you shop, where you go every day, what's in front of your house. I'll ask you because there's a business waiting. But more importantly, understanding who you are. I can create a business around that. I have another thing, my Black Power Friday special. Instead of my consultation 101 being $150, it is now $95. And you need to go to the website if you want a one-on-one. But taking that $67 class, that's normally $97, Celebi Soul, you'll get it. Who teaches from this perspective? I told my husband, I said, wouldn't it have been nice if we learned this in school? And I'll tell you what I mean, because I want to give you something else that happened to me today. Everyday occurrences. So today I went to the eye doctor. It's time to go to the eye doctor. My husband was like, you should go. We're going to a new state. You don't know anybody. Go to the eye doctor, get some glasses. Yes. Now, since I've been raw, I'm going to tell you the glory of raw foods. I'm going to tell you the reverence of raw foods. You know, to me, food, like the way we bow to or we give reverence to God or goddess, we give reverence to the ancestors, we have to give reverence to our food because food is life. The whole process is a godly and goddessly process. Isn't this true? I hear that I missed an opportunity to consult with my former employer a month before they hired a new manager. Go ahead, girl, so you know. But you won't do it again. You won't. And that's the thing. Most of us miss opportunities and continue to miss opportunities because we didn't learn from it or we don't think we have the talent. We don't take ourselves seriously enough. And I'm going to actually teach you how to get over that fear of just having an idea that Spirit gave you and going with it. That is what the December intensive will entail. That's a 3-week virtual intensive. Go to the website now, y'all. It's getting $30 off for the next week. Something else that happened. Just to let you know, raw food. Got to tell the raw food story. I'm talking about success built to last today. We are talking about success. And so as I always do, I'm sharing my own personal success stories, okay? Or maybe failure stories. But no, the success is, I'm ready for Lawrence now. I'm about to have it all together, y'all. You're going to be like, Nubia consults. Oh, yes, she does. In other ways. Hey, Chandra. So today I go to the eye doctor. And eye doctor, very thorough. This is actually my daughter's eye doctor. I go random people, but I don't know why I didn't go to him. Brother, it's a black man too. I love him. He's so thorough. One of the best eye doctors I feel out there. Best exam I ever had. And he kept, remember, they got your chart so they know how old you are. And he kept saying, wow, my God, maybe I need to do the test over. Every eye doctor since I've been raw says the same words. Maybe I need to do the test over. Why do they say that? Because they have a belief that as you get older, your eyes are supposed to get weaker. My eyesight keeps getting better. In one eye, I'm 20/20. Amazing. Like, I didn't even really know that. He told me that. And he said, what did your last eye doctor, and the other eye that's supposed to be I got astigmatism. He said that eye improved too. Those are not supposed to improve. They're supposed to decline. They're supposed to get worse. He said, what did your last eye doctor say? Did he? I said, yeah. He said that he did the test 2 times because he said my eyes was not supposed to get better. I'm older. It's supposed to be getting worse. And the doctor before that, remember, I've been all raw for 7 years. The doctor before that said, when I told him what it was, he said, this is amazing. How could your eyes be improving? How old are you again? So within 7-year span, this is my 3rd eye doctor, and he gave the test twice as well. Amazed, right? Because, blessings, Queen, I've been a teacher, an interpreter, and my husband and I want to start a business. We haven't been successful yet, mainly because I don't see myself as a seller. I told him I'm enrolling. Let me read the rest of that. I told him I'm enrolling. Okay, we haven't been successful in your December intensive because I know you can help me. Oh, sis, I can help you. I can help you. I want to help you. I'm excited about helping you. I'm excited about helping my people. This ain't hard. This is not hard. It's a few things we got to get over. It's a few things we got to know what we're seeing when we're seeing. But the rest of it is easy. And thank you, Doe. So living success built to last. So what I realized, so this is unbelievable. Like he kept saying, wow, your eye improved where the eye normally don't. The other one is 20/20. How old are you again? Oh my gosh, right? And what I wanted to tell him is, I don't even tell people it's the diet because they don't believe it, because the first doctor told me that that's not it. So what I'm saying to you is, had I quit the raw foods I would not have these successful eye doctor appointments. Had I quit the being on YouTube, had I quit giving information, had I quit the business when it wasn't looking that good, I would not have won the Black Power Awards. Had I quit this health and wellness, said it was too hard, or entrepreneurship, I would not have been in 3 documentaries: Urban Kryptonite, what's the other one? The new one that's coming out, the Critical Analysis of NWA, and the Full Body Detox, both by Tahuti. Had I quit, because when people see success, they don't understand it was not overnight. You have to work hard, but if you put the work in, you're going to get the results. Me eating all raw, I can see. He kept saying your eyes, even though one eye can't see out of that well, he said your eyes are some of the healthiest eyes I've ever seen. He's like, look, let's give you the, this is a message from the angels for me, plant-based living. Yes, Amina, yes. And Erica, welcome. He said, let me check for glaucoma. I'm saying, going, fool, do you really think I got have some glaucoma? Like you just said. You just said it was all good. Why would you think I got glaucoma? But you got it. They stuck in the little thing, so you got to do the little thing with them. He's like, your eyes are great. Like, whatever you're doing, that's how he talks. So whatever you're doing, Lisa, you should keep doing it. I know, girl. I was like, you know what? It's so easy. I eat plant-based. I eat plants. That's what I do. I eat living foods. That's what I do. Hey, sis, Erica. So I want to tell you, I have a book called, it's a booklet. It's 30 pages. It's called A Raw Life, My Journey from Cook to Raw Foods. I don't have it in a hard copy anymore. I actually sell it on my website, but I sell the audio. I turned it into audio. I'm actually reading the book. So I'm interjecting all these new things, because the book was written almost 6 years ago, and it's only $7. $7 for the audio recording that you can download to your iPod or whatever else you need. You can listen to it while you're in the kitchen. I have it. It's there for $7, and it's on the website now. It's part of the Black Power Friday week. So for those that kept saying they want the book, you won't get the book in the hard copy anymore. I decided to create an audio book where I read the book to you and interject other little tidbits of wisdom. And it is $7 on my website, www.theblackberrybeauty.com. Oh, yes, I'm buying that book tonight. Yes, honey, $7. Come on, Latoya, right? Like, who cannot buy that? Like, buy it. So my assistant will send it to you as soon as you purchase it. $7. I'm reading it. You hear my voice talking to you, giving you information that's even outside of the book. So it's over 40 minutes, and I think you'll love it. $7. I'm doing that because I said to my husband, I got to tell them about this. You know, it makes me kind of cry. You don't understand. Like I'm living. If I don't believe it, then I'm blind, right? Because this is the results. Look what happened. I'm not supposed to see well. I'm seeing better every year. The doctors want to do the thing twice. They keep getting the same result. He was like, wow. Oh my God, wow. Oh my God, wow. God, this is good, y'all. What? So in my January intensive, Blackberry Beauty Secrets, How to Glow from Head to Toe, we're going to get into raw foods, because you think you can't do it. Some of you think you can't hang with it. Some get nervous. Do I have to do 100%? Don't think high. Think 10 times more than what you think you could have. You got to go all in. It don't matter where you land, but you got to go all in. Wherever you land is going to be better than where you started. But always go for the best. Always do the best. Always go for it all. You have to be able, that's why this investment, I'm instead of $497 paying in full for the January intensive Blackberry Beauty Secrets, How to Glow from Head to Toe, I took off $200 for this week. $297. Like I don't know what else I could do, but I know you appreciate it. I love y'all. So I ain't mad at y'all. I ain't even mad. I'm just excited and happy. So I really wanted to tell you, $7, you go to the website, it's an audio recording. My sister will send it to you, and you can listen to it over and over and keep it for the rest of your life until I create another one. So I wanted to let you know that. So now we're going to just go right back to my list. Hey, LaTanya, Tony, I grew up with that girl. I've been knowing her since junior high school. Deanna, I was raw for 1 year, 1.5, and fell off. And so, Deanna, this is what, go get the audio recording for $7 so you can get back in the groove. You know what I think is so important, especially for black women? You know, people say women of color. I ain't talking about women of color. I'm talking about black women. So that's what I'm going to say. I think it's so important to read a book or listen to a book that is from somebody that looks like you, so you know that you could have it as well. I also think that my experiences, my downfalls, my pitfalls, my ups and downs, my learning can help you. I now know how you can stay raw. I had to learn. I had to fall to know. I love listening to you, sis. So inspiring. Thank you, brother. Deanna says, okay, yes. So I now know. Y'all saw me make all the mistakes. I questioned. I didn't understand. I didn't know. I thought it was cravings. I thought it was none of that. It was none of that. So I would love for y'all to get the audio recording. It's a book on audio. I recorded it myself. I think you'll love it. It's $7. I have the ebook already, but I'm about to go get the audiobook right now. Great. Thank you for doing that. You're very welcome. Thank you, Amina, for saying inspiring. So I got my notes. Gotta have the notes. Okay. So success takes time. My husband always says this to me. I learned so much from you. I'm so glad, Deanna. I'm so glad. My husband always says this to me. But this is something like, he says, if you do the work, you will get the results. Not sometimes, all of the time. If you do the work, you will get the results. Whatever you do, go ahead on YouTube. Thank you, Queen. If you do the results, you will get the work. If you do the work, you will get the results. The thing with success is, no one is an overnight success. You all know that there's no such thing. The overnight success, the reason why somebody finally knows about them is because this is what I think about successful people. I'm talking from my point of view and a lot of my clients. So a lot of times someone will say, well, no, I took every course, maybe not my course, other courses, maybe my course too. And I still, I'm not a success. I got the website, I built, I got the client, I got people that might be interested, but they ain't got nothing to sell because most people are afraid to sell. So I think that's a big part of why a lot of us are not successful. And why, when people say they do the work, but they still did not succeed, what I know about that is it's because they don't believe in themselves. They have that little bit of fear. They still don't think they're an expert enough in their field. Or another thing I noticed, or they're doing things because it's the in thing to do, or it's what I went to school to do, or it's not what they do normally. Do you understand when I told you about the nail salon? I go there anyway. I knew what they needed to do and what they not, because I'm a customer. I know what I would like. You're not looking at yourself as a customer. You're so used to being sold to, you don't understand how to sell. But you would be the best person to understand how to sell. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. You would be the best person to know how to sell because you're being sold to every day. Do you know what you like? Do you know what other people would like? You already know this. But I know that confidence thing. I know that, and that is, I got a formula. I got a formula for everything, y'all. I got a formula to help you. That's why I want you in that December intensive. If by next Friday you can purchase it, you're getting $30 off the December intensive. People are already buying it, so I want to see you in it. So the thing is, but let's say that there's no fear. Everybody has fear, so let's just say that that's not what's on your mind. You're ready, you're willing, you're able, you want to be successful. I mean, you could want to be a successful mother, a successful artist, a successful dancer, a successful career woman, a successful cook, whatever it is. I'm talking about success on any level, not necessarily just starting a business. If you're doing the work, the success will come. But you know why most people don't get the success? Another reason why is because they quit. Most people don't see success right away. They quit. The reason why certain athletes excel and other ones don't is not because they were a better athlete. It was because they stayed in the game. It's because they practiced harder than everybody else. It's because they stayed at work after 5 instead of quitting and going home when everybody else did. It's because they came in earlier. They never quit. When they saw no results or very little results, they still stayed in the game. You cannot quit. I didn't just get a Black Power award like I was sitting around twiddling my thumbs. If I wasn't, there were so many people that got YouTube channels and you like them. It happened to me. I seen it and I go, I like that person. Where they at? They're not even there anymore because they couldn't see the value. See, you have to see the value in what you have to offer. You have to know that you're helping people. That alone is going to help you. Now, know how to sell and then you're really going to be something, but at least the value, you have to see it. Most people don't get what they want because most people quit before they actually see the miracle. And it's not even a miracle. My metaphysical self keeps talking from that perspective. It's not a miracle. It's a formula. Do the damn work and you're going to get the damn results. And I'll tell you how I know. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Athletes, the ones that are successful, they don't have to be rocket scientists. They understand if I get up every day earlier, if I stay in later, if I actually do the work, I'm going to get the better body. Bodybuilders know this. Athletes know this. There's certain people that get it, that they just got to work more. I tell people, I feel like I won the Black Power Award. Not saying I didn't deserve it. Not saying I didn't work for it. I wanted it the most. I wanted it. And I asked you all to help me. And you did, and I'm so thankful. We don't open our mouths, but look at these brilliant sayings. Closed mouths don't get fed. I know that was a Black person that made that one up. I know that is an African-American proverb. I know that is. But we don't listen. So you have to speak up. You have to continue. So if you like anything that I've done, it is only through my consistency and never giving up that I became successful, and you ain't seen nothing yet because I'm ready. I like success. Success is worth it. Oh my gosh. The next thing, success is worth it. So when I'm worth it, I'm really using that word strategically. Success is worth it. So whatever you want, you have to spend or circulate the money. It is worth it to pay somebody to help you get to a place that you are not at this moment. It is worth it. You will be the happiest woman or man in the world. You will not even remember the money you spent on that intensive or that course or that class because you're getting what you want and you're living beyond your own dreams. I got, my grandmother's saying, yes, honey, I know that's right. Thank you, Erica. Closed mouths don't get fed. So success is worth it. All of this, sitting here with you on the Facebook live stream, having the group Wild Women Who Run with the Womb, doing the Rawful book and putting it as an audio book right now, all of that, winning the Black Power Award, being in those documentary films, it was all worth it. Being married now, moving, it's all worth it. Success is your duty. Do you understand? Let me explain to you. Remember the story I told you that not only did I hurt myself by not offering my service to Lawrence at the Green Day Spa, but I also hurt him, which then again hurts the community because then we don't have a viable place for people that care about health and wellness to go to. We had 2 restaurants in the Bay Area closed down. One was a raw vegan place, raw and vegan. One was just a vegan place. They both are not here. I saw things in both of those establishments that could have been improved strictly from just being a customer. Had I offered my services, those 2 restaurants might have still been here, and it would have not just helped me, it would have helped others. Do you all? Oh, wow, success is your duty. Yes, I love it. Do you understand now that success is your duty? If it wasn't for the success of certain African Americans, if it wasn't for the success of Dr. Martin Luther King, if it wasn't for the success of Nat Turner, if it wasn't for the success, and I call it a success, if it wasn't for the success of Harriet Tubman, Journey to Truth, and others, you would not even be here. Your race would actually be extinct. Do you understand? Success must be a duty because it helps the next generation to move forward. Did you ever think of it that way? Because it's almost like, you're waiting for somebody else to get successful to do the work, but you have it in you to be successful because it's the ensuring of the evolution of the race, the human race, to be honest, but the race, and then to be specific. It's the ensuring of the evolution of the race. Only through success can you have evolution. only through success. So if you are on the fence about the December intensive, spiritual selling, the art of spiritual selling, sell or be sold, or the January intensive, Blackberry Beauty Secrets, how to glow from head to toe, I made it easy for you this week to go and purchase something that's going to be right for you. I'm using that with my other affirmation. Success is my duty. Yes, success is your duty. Just think about all the people maybe they wouldn't have stood up. What if they did not stand up? Where would we be today? Success is our duty, and I showed you. I gave you examples. The nail salon. I gave you the example of the two restaurants. I would have been successful, but guess what? They would have been successful too. See, we have to get out of this kind of, I call it a Eurocentric point of view when he talks about business. That's why most of us are scared of business. Because we think in order for me to win, someone else has to lose. That's what reality TV is all based on. In order for me to win, someone has to lose. That's so not African. That's so counter-African. That's not true. I could win and you could win too. Again, if I told Lawrence 6 months ago what I saw and offered my services, he would have won and I would have won too. Had I said to the restaurants what I thought and gave them some services and offered them a package, they would have been there. I would have won too. When you don't create something, other people lose out. When you don't create something, other people lose out. Do you hear me? Hey, beautiful teach. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I know you getting this. I know you feeling this. So what I'm selling to you, let me tell you, you sell with integrity. You sell because you know that other people. You know what the worst thing this is for me is to see people with talent and they don't use it. I want to cry. I don't even get upset. I get hurt. And I get hurt when I see them myself and I don't use it. But I always say, don't worry about the successes that passed. Don't worry about the successes you think you didn't go for, you missed. You never miss a success. Every day you have life in your body, you have another chance to do it right. I think that the thing happened with the nail salon was for the universe to say, see, you was right. Now create your package. You ain't got no time. See, this is for successful people. Successful people don't sit there. What they say, fail fast. Successful people don't be sitting there talking about, oh my God, I failed. Now, people that's not going to make it, people that's going to fail, they're going to fail because they're worried about that they didn't succeed. There's nothing. When I create a package and it didn't work or people didn't buy it I don't look at it was a bad package. I'll be like, it was timing. It was the form it came in. Maybe I'll change a book into an audio. See, I'll be thinking about how to rearrange that, repackage that, put that bad boy in the bundle with something that's selling popular and other people. Anywho, if you're coming to the December intensive, I'll show you how to flip it all around. It's a belief in what you're doing. If you don't believe in what you're doing, you're not going to be successful. Now, I could say this, because even if it's evil, you could be successful with evil doings because you believe in evil. If you believe in evil, you can succeed in business. If you believe in good, you can succeed. If you don't believe in what you're doing, good or evil, you will not succeed. So maybe what you want to do is not really what you want to do. So the first thing we're going to do in the December intensive, the art of spiritual art of selling, sell or be sold, is we're going to decide if what you want is what you say you want is what you really want. Now, we started this in my November 6th intensive, Creating Healthy Money Rituals, which is also significantly reduced. It was $77 for the replay. Now it's not $67. I think it's $47, y'all. For the 1 week, it's only $47. I would like you to go back and go listen to that. Watch that 3-hour intensive. Buy it for $47. If you want the worksheet, then it's $57. And go back to that and do it. And for those of you for the first time, and listen to the 3-hour test. It gives you an idea of my teaching style, although I think you already have that idea, but it gives you very specific. It helps you get clear about your wants really being your want. And I would actually go for the $57 one with the worksheet, because that worksheet going to change the game. It is on the website. It is I think I took $30 off. And it lasts until November 25th, the day after Thanksgiving, so-called Black Friday. Mine is called Black Power Friday, but it starts today. People are already purchasing it. I want to bring you in. I ain't trying to take from you. I want to give. I am now doing my duty. My duty is to make sure that we all win. Because I didn't win when the restaurants closed. And if this nail salon closed, I'm leaving already, but I would have lost. See, now things are different. I see light. I see the light, and it's shining bright, and I love that. I said the next one I say is success is your obligation. Okay, let's really slow down on this one. Why do you think you're here on this earth? Do you really think you're here to struggle? Do you really think you're here to fail? Like, people ask that, but let's listen to it. Open up that third eye for a second, because this one, you're going to listen, you're going to hear the question, and thank you for the hearts. You're going to hear the question tonight in a different way. I could feel the energy. Why do you think you're here? Do you really think you're here to succeed? What God is creator of the universe, higher power, what would create beautiful stars in the sky, the earth that spins on its axis, the moon that goes through different phases, the sun that can shine on one side and not on the other. Planets, but somehow when the creator got to you, she just like dropped the ball. I mean, when you think about it, isn't it kind of like, how do I call myself a spiritual person? Yes, girl, I believe in myself. Yes. How do I call myself a spiritual person? How do I call myself a godly or goddessly person? How do I call myself one with spirit, but I'm failing, I'm broke, I'm poor, I'm sad, I'm heartbroken, I'm not succeeding? I don't know how that can be spiritual when the goddamn stars can shine so bright. See, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out that if the same person or entity that made you, made the stars, and the dust, and the moon, and the sun, and the planets, but somehow, when it got to people, it said, you are here to suffer, fail, and not succeed. How that sound to y'all? Does that, when you start thinking about it, does that make sense that would be your birthright, is to struggle? I'm crying now. Wow, that's right. Ashe. Thank you, Latoya. So I said success is your obligation. This speaks to me so much. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. It's spirit, y'all. I ain't that smart. I keep telling you that. It ain't me, because I would not know any of this. Another thing that says, if you don't succeed, and I talked about this already, if you don't succeed, you are speaking to me. Great, though. I'm so glad to hear it. If you don't succeed, it will affect your race. It will affect the longevity of your people. Let me tell you something about my mom. My mom has passed. She's been deceased been an ancestor now for, I think it's 7 years or 9. I can't remember. But for a while. Hey, Jackie. So my mama used to say, this was before that article came out. It was years ago. I think it was in the early 90s, maybe even the 80s. And it said, the black man, extinct. So it was this article talking about the extinction of the black man. My mother used to say, before the article came out, and then even after, she said, one day you're going to walk down the street and you ain't going to see black people. One day you're going to walk down the street and go, there's a black person. Look at that black person, especially in the United States. She would say this, and she said, we got to really, what could we do? And what I'm telling you is, if you don't succeed, that prophecy will come true. If you don't succeed, we know that. Thank you for the hearts, because we already know what's happening. We got most of we got a majority. We got a large majority. I won't say most. We have a large majority of black men in the prison industrial complex, in the jail cells. We already see it. We got black women being put out on the streets. We got black women hating on each other. We got black women fighting and like it's crumbs, like there's a lack in the universe. Ain't a lack of damn stars, or it's a lack of what? Resources? It's not. So you already see that somebody going to have to step into their successful greatness. Somebody's going to have to step into their successful greatness. But what I'm telling you is every human being, and now that we talk about black folks, every black person has the ability to be successful. Every single one. Don't matter if you're in a wheelchair. Don't matter if you're blind. It don't matter if you're supposed to be mentally ill. It don't even matter. Even you can be successful. Everybody. Jacqueline says, in the jail cells, girl, working for free. Thank you for these prisons. Yes. Everybody has the ability to be successful. So if you're not being successful, you should, and you got 2 eyes that can see. It don't matter if you wear glasses, and you got feet to walk, and you got arms, and I feel like a fool. I don't know how you feel. I feel like I'm not living up, and we can. And I showed you easy ways to do it in your everyday existence, so it's not hard. I have been shopping, girl. Oh, good. Did you go to the website? Is that what you mean? I hope so, Jackie, because you are so right. Give thanks. So yeah, so I want to go on because we doing the do. The next one is there is no overnight success. I touched on it, but I will stay on it for a little while longer. If you take the December intensive, then you should probably first take the November intensive, which you can buy the replay. I'm going to tell you why. It's a reason for where I'm going with this. If you take the November intensive, then you should take the December intensive. Then you should take the Blackberry Beauty Secrets, how to grow from head to toe, how to glow from head to toe. So my things, I said there is no overnight success. Why did I say that? I had a sister today in my group says, I want to be your #1 student. How do I do that? I did go to the website. Okay, good, Jackie. I'm so glad. I hope everything worked out for you. And she said, I want to be your #1 student. I said, how do you do that? She said, how do I do that? I'm taking your classes. Continue to take the classes. You haven't been in with me for a year. I mean, this is a great question. I love her question. She will be the #1 student. She is in a lot of ways. You all could be, because a #1 student just means I show up, I learn, I implement. Again, successful student, #1 student, I show up, I learn, I implement. That's it. So the thing is, you keep learning, you keep growing, you keep getting more, because eventually it's going to all click in. And the confidence that most of us don't have in our craft, the reason why we don't monetize our craft, the reason why we don't sell our craft, or the reason why we undersell our crafts, how many of y'all be like, offer me a price? You don't never want to do that in business, and I'll talk to you about that in December. We undersell our craft. The reason why we do it is because we don't have the confidence in the knowledge that we have. So I say, I'm going to give you one tip on how to build confidence. Go get training so that you know that you know. A lot of people with degrees, the reason why they think they deserve that job is because they believe they were trained and they have a degree to prove it to get that job. So if the confidence thing is the thing that's stopping you from getting what you want, then go get the training in exactly what you want. This is blowing my own mind. I'm letting spirit talk, and I'm going, dang, this stuff is so sensible. If you don't have the confidence in what you want, go and get the training for what you want. And that's why I'm offering things, $30 off, $200 off, because I want you to be able to do that. So I know you're with me, and I really appreciate you all being with me. So I said there's no overnight success. The reason why I say keep going is if I started on YouTube in 2009, but that's not when I started. I started actively really become conscious in 2000. So this is almost 17 years. And that's not even where I started. I started this whole life when my mother brought it to us when we was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. But I started really the consciousness of it all. I say maybe when I moved here in 1991, I could even go further than that. So when you think about that there is no, and how did I say? I said there is no overnight success. All my life, I developed myself to be here. I didn't even know it. So when you think you take a course and you're supposed to know and why things are not popping, it's because, and see, I'm going to ask you, does that scare you to think that you got to give it 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? You already going to be here 5, 10, 15 years. You might as well gain knowledge. I can show you how to monetize at any level. But the more you know, the more you'll grow. The more you'll be able to monetize. The more accolades that you'll get. The more rewards that you seek, which again builds the confidence. We talked about courage. I'm going to teach you in the December Intensive how to build your confidence with real live tactics, if you will, steps to help you build your confidence. It's a system. But it's the everyday system. But if somebody put it together, or you're not in a classroom, you're not sitting down, and now you're sitting with somebody who ain't trying to just get you a paycheck, she loves you. She wants the best for you. That's me. I want that for you. She knows you have it in you. She knows that you can succeed. I can see it. So you supporting me helps me build wealth, but I'm also teaching you to build wealth. Do you see that the idea of someone has to lose in order for you to win is a Eurocentric, non-African, non-indigenous idea? There's no way in indigenous cultures that we believe the success of one is the demise of another. I have never seen an indigenous community that ever thought that way. Tell me if I'm telling the truth. I'm ready. Go on, Deanna. I'm so happy. Yay. Okay, so I said if you do the work, success is guaranteed. Okay. So you know how people say, guarantee, this package, this audio, this, it's guaranteed. And most people say there are no guarantees in the world, right? I can tell you what's guaranteed. If you do the work, success is guaranteed. My husband said this to me. Well, I've been knowing him for almost 7 years. My husband said it to me from the beginning. Every time I go, oh my God, I'm in the film or a documentary. Oh my God, I'm being interviewed by this person. Oh my God, I'm going to be speaking, keynote speaker at Brown University, an Ivy League school in Providence, Rhode Island. Me, Black Power Award. Me, marry me. He says every time I'm like, oh my God, he goes, but you put the work in. I'll be like, well, yeah, but still, no, you put the work in. And when you put the work in, that's what you get when you put the work in. I'm going, he's right. So if you do the work, success is guaranteed. Where else can you get a guaranteed? But see, again, if you quit, if you don't stick with it, if you think it's too hard, you could think all that. You could think it's hard. You could want to quit. You could want to not stick to it. As long as you don't follow through on those thoughts, they just thoughts, honey. Thoughts come and go. Let them come and let them go. You don't have to follow those thoughts. And I'm going to teach you in the December Intensive how not to do that. And in the January one, we're about to get real rooted and grounded. So next one. Okay, next one. Next one is when people do the work and don't succeed. This is very important, y'all. This one is very important. When people do the work and don't succeed, it's because they are afraid of success. So remember when I said, hey, Kai. So remember what I said about, hey, Warren.
Yes.
Do you need that heat?
I don't.
Okay, can you cut it off? Because woo! We got the heat going here because the Bay Area be like cold and then hot and then cold and then hot. But I want to tell you my hot flashes have totally went away. I don't get them anymore. And I know why. I know why I was getting them. I was eating spicy foods. Whole nother story. Anyway, hey, Queen. Love you too, Kai. So let's go to, okay, I'm back. Okay, Jackie, you came on. Oh, did you get cut off, sweetie? All right. So it's freezing outside. No, right? Cold. Well, it's relative, isn't it, Kai? Freezing, Bay Area freezing. I grew up in like 2 degrees. It was like 2 degrees. It's 2 degrees today in Brooklyn, New York. It's below 0, but I hear you. I feel the cold too. So check out this one, y'all. Just discovered a vegan restaurant in my city. Yay, Jackie. Exactly, right? So I said that when people do the work and don't succeed, it's because they're afraid of success. So you'll get those people that tell you, girl, I took all them classes. Not necessarily mine, but maybe mine. I went to college and I took this course and I, signed up for that and I did that. That stuff doesn't work. Okay. Now, I know the formula always works because it's like, it's like breathing. Either you are or you aren't, okay? That's it. There ain't no choice. You breathing or you not breathing. There ain't no like I'm kind of breathing, but I'm breathing. Either you got breath in you or you're not alive. So I know that if you do the work, like you said that you did, and you do not succeed, it is because you have fear. How did I say? It is because you're afraid of success. You don't really want to succeed because either you think that it's going to come with obligations because what are you willing to do to succeed? You may have to move from your very comfy neighborhood, your very comfy house, your very comfy life. You may have to say goodbye to your friends and family. You may have to let go of people that's close to you. That's why you don't succeed, because you're not willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. You may have to fire somebody. You may have to hire somebody. Some people are afraid of that. You may have to change your outlook. You may have to change the clothes you wear. You may have to change your image. People don't want to do that. You may have to admit that there's things you don't know and go get training. People don't want to do that. So if you said you did it all and you did not succeed, it is because you are afraid of success. Why would you be afraid of success? Because there are things that you're going to have to do that you are uncomfortable with and you might not be willing to do, so you sabotage your own success. Because if you did everything like you said, then you would succeed. But succeeding takes, it's not, I say, people call it sacrifice. I don't see it as sacrifice. If I got to pass a test for college, right? And this is I want to take a class in college. But these are the prerequisites before I can take this class that I really, really want to take. Okay, these are the prerequisites. I can't get in the class unless I do these prerequisites. Let me bust out these prerequisites so I can take that class I really want. That's what success is. Success is prerequisites. Get rid of JoJo. Okay, get rid of, Sharon and them. Okay, get rid of them. Let them go. And this is hard. Even when you grow in business, there's going to be people that worked for you that really worked for you. They were good for where you were when you were smaller. They're not good anymore while you're more successful. But you can't let them go because you think that you're going to hurt them or they got families. But you're going to hurt them more if you keep them because what's really for them, you're keeping them away from it. Something that they can excel in, because usually if you don't think somebody is doing well in your organization, they know they ain't doing well in your organization too. It ain't no surprise when somebody gets fired. Come on, anybody ever got fired? Was you really surprised you got fired? Were you really surprised you wasn't surprised, you wasn't doing the work. And I don't mean that was wrong. You wasn't doing the work because you didn't like it. Even though it's great, it's a lot of reasons why. I'm not saying that part. I'm saying let's stop. So that person knows. When you don't let a person go, you don't allow them to find their true purpose where they can be successful in. Like I said, you don't have to lose or somebody has to lose in order for somebody else to win. It don't have to be like that. Do it, y'all. Yep, nope, wasn't surprised. Yeah, twice. That's right, wasn't surprised. So you got to understand that these are the things that's going to be required in order to be successful. The other thing that's changed, like I said, all them things, willing to change. Image, this, the way you talk, maybe learn something new, learn a new language if you have to. Do it. Just do it. Stop trying to technically, talk yourself out of what will help you get to where you want to go. I'm just giving you all the experience that I have in my almost 50 years on the earth. Okay, the other one is, this is the best one ever. This is the best one of all. I say, don't quit ever. Don't quit ever. Don't ever quit. Don't ever quit. That dream, that thing you have, that product or service, when you know it's good, and Kai, I love you for never quitting. Kai, I want to tell you, I admire you with your nice cream for never quitting. Don't quit. I can remember, you heard me talk, I'm not going to make YouTubes anymore. I said, you can say a whole bunch of stuff. Those are just thoughts. You don't have to listen to them. Did I quit? No. Did you see me quit? Never. I didn't quit raw foods. I knew I could do it. I just didn't know how. I didn't quit on my relationship with my husband. I knew we could do it. I just didn't know how. I didn't quit when I asked you all to vote for me. I knew I could do it. I just didn't know how. Don't quit. Don't quit. Thank you. I was just going to say that. That's right. Don't quit. If you know, and you know. Why? Because when you're comparing yourself to somebody that looked like they made it before you, you don't know they struggled. Most likely it wasn't an overnight success. That we know for sure. You don't know what they put in. I'm telling you, the one that's going to be the most successful is the one that wants it the most. I said it before, I'll say it again. Gonna say yes, it's such a journey, yes. The one that is going to be the most successful is the one that wants it the most. So when you think you see somebody that seems like they doing what you do, but they seem smarter, or they have more connections, or they seem like somebody that has been doing it longer, have more experience, if they don't want it more than you, they ain't gonna get it. I can tell you that much. Amen, girl. Thank you, Jacqueline. If they don't want it more than you, they will not win. I've seen people think that they're going to win something because they rested on their laurels, because they expected to win because they always win, so they stop being hungry, so they stop, not wanting it and fighting for it and clawing for it and thinking about it every night and dreaming about it and visualizing it and seeing it. And that one that was doing all those things they used to do, they're the ones that won. I'm teaching that in the December intensive. The spiritual art of selling, sell or be sold. And the January one just gonna be so off the chain. It's like 6 weeks of Nubia coming with worksheets and guidelines and strategies and practice, and we're putting it in practice, and we're doing it, and we're coming back, and we're assisting each other. But the 3-hour intensive in December, I'm gonna show you how to do all the stuff that you're afraid to do. So I hope that was helpful. I really do. And let me see. So let me just tell you a few things. I'm not done yet. I got a couple of more success things. I just wanted to let you know, again, the specials that I'm running for. It starts November 18th. I call it Black Power Friday specials, not Black Friday, Black Power Friday specials. The words we use in business will determine our success as well, and we learned that in the December intensive. I know you're thinking, that's 3 hours, girl. You gonna teach all that in 3 hours? I can talk, y'all. I can talk. I can do it. I can do it. And that's the kind of attitude you gotta have. I could do it. I done ran my whatever 25 laps today, did my push-ups, my sit-ups. I can do it. And that's why in the Blackberry Beauty Secret January intensive, we're gonna get that's when you learn how to strengthen yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because they all go together and they will all support one another. See, there's nothing I can't not do. The only thing I can't not do is the things that I think that I cannot do. So I don't think there's nothing I can't do. There's some things I won't do, and ain't too many of that. Girl, you can do push-ups. Girl, you ain't see my arms. I know. No, wait a second. Okay, in all fairness, I'm doing it on my knees, though, girl. I do the girl push-ups. Sorry, I ain't that bad. I'm sure I can do the men push-ups, but, because there ain't nothing I can do, but I get the results anyway, so I figure it works. So, but yes, I love you for that question. Jen Sadiq is watching you back on. So, let me just tell you about the specials. For those that missed the beginning, I told a great story about my eye doctor and the raw foods. If you are not convinced, hey, that's great. Thank you. Get how you can. Yes, exactly. So if you missed it, I want people to know that my book, A Raw Life, My Journey from Cook to Raw Foods, I don't have it anymore in hard copy, in a book form. I don't have it in even an ebook form. I took that off. I actually have it in audio. It's audio. I read the book to you. So you can listen to whatever you want. And it's only $7. $7. Buy 5. No. Buy some for your friends, but no, $7. So it's $7. It's on the website right now. Just for a moment, because anyway, when you buy it, my assistant will send it to you, the link, and you will be able to listen as much as you want. And it's a beautiful thing. So that is that one is for the week, as everything else. My Black Power Friday special is from today, November 18th, through November 26th, totally the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm reducing prices like a lot. I would say like crazy, but we don't really want to use those terms. So I have the audio. It used to be the audio recording of my book. My book used to be $14. Now it's $7. It's audio. My one-on-one consultation is $150. For this week, it's only $95. So if you want one, book it. Book 2 if you need to. I'm doing an intimate morning meet and greet in North Carolina, Durham on December 17th. It's on the website. There's a fee. You get 2 hours to pick my brain. Ask the last 2 ladies and the 3 before that what time, a good time we had in Atlanta, and they learned a lot. They came with their notebooks. They came with their pens, and they got some real intensive. November money replay worksheets. So I got the replay from November 6th, creating healthy money rituals. It was $77. Now it's only $47. If you want the worksheet, it's $57. It's the replay. And the intensive for December, the spiritual art of selling, sell or be sold. That one, instead of $97, it's only what? $67. And that's on the website now. I'm gonna say the best. I'm gonna say the big one for last. I had these CDs that I was actually selling to people and sending out. Over an hour information about raw foods, getting out of nature. It's all about raw foods, getting out of nature, spiritual house cleansing, and I forget the other one. Great ones. They were $22. I said, you know what? No, I'm gonna change those to audio so people can listen to wherever they go. So it's audio. Instead of $22, they're $11. And I was selling a set of 4 audio recordings for $75. They're now $40. I need to spell it out so you can go get all the stuff you need to be ready to be the successful woman that I know you can be. And so Jackie says, is the book on a CD? No, it's not on a CD. It's on it'll be an MP3 download, but you'll be able to, you could actually put it on a CD. And we'll talk about that. You could actually easily put it on a CD. You can do it with your computer. And so, and my last thing, if there's anything else on the site, go check it out. But the thing I'm most happy about to offer this week is, as many of you know, I'm doing the Blackberry Beauty Secret Intensive 6-week intensive course, How to Glow from Head to Toe, where we really talk about those issues that lie behind the fact that we're not successful. We really go in deep. And it's actually $597, but that's an installment plan. If you pay in full, it's $497. I reduced it to $297. It is on the website now. Many women have bought that. Everything I told you today sold. I just put the audio book on for $7. People are buying it, and it's a great deal, and it only lasts November 25th. So I just want you to know. I want to make sure that you're clear. And I really do care. I really do love you all. And I want us to be successful. I only ask because I carry a lot of my books with me on my tablet. Oh, yeah, heard my train again. Oh, that's right. You got so clear. You know, isn't life? You can get used to anything. I don't even hear it anymore. But yes, I'm sure it went by. When you said it yesterday, I listened to this live stream from yesterday, and you're right, the train. So, girl, you are in tune. Maybe we can monetize that skill. We might be able to monetize your skill to hear. I can do it for you, baby. I can do it. So, yeah. So actually, yeah, you can. It's not on CD, but you could actually put it. I'll find out like the technical thing of an MP3. Meaning, I know it can go on your iPod. I know it can go on something else. But some wonderful woman here can probably figure out how you can listen to it wherever you go. So. I inherited my mom's ears. She had the ears of a bat. Oh, wow, God rest her soul. Well, there you go. There's some great businesses with that in that area, to be honest. Some great ways to monetize that. And we'll talk about that in the next intensive. So, yeah, so just recap the things we talked about today was, we call this success built to last. We said that success takes time. We talked about success is worth it. We talked about success is your obligation, your duty. We talked about if you don't succeed, it can affect your race. We talked about there's no overnight successes. We talked about if you do the work, success is guaranteed. We talk about when people do the work and don't succeed, it's because they are afraid of success. And the last thing I said to you is don't quit ever. And in parentheses I put, because most people give up. Don't quit ever. If you've been journeying with me, following my journey, walking this journey with me, then you know that the not quitting works. You know that success works. And like I said, not only have you ain't seen nothing yet, I haven't even seen it all. I mean, you know what I know, why I know that? Again, I do liken everything to nature. I do liken, I got that CD for $11, Getting Out Nature. I know that we are of nature. I know that we are the same stuff that the star and the dust, we are stardust, is made of, so are we. See, I know our connection to nature. And I know in nature that there's so many miracles of nature. To see a rainbow to me is still a miracle. To watch the sun rise and set every day to me is still a miracle. To go to a place where there's no street lights, like in the country, and it's so dark that you feel like you could touch those stars. I've had that experience going up north to a place called Harbin Hot Springs. I never saw anything like that in my life. To know that there's billions of stars in the sky and you can see it. See, I know the wonders of that. So why wouldn't I be that wonderful? Why wouldn't I have that same kind of amazement? Why wouldn't God and Goddess be that same, give me that same gifts? Why wouldn't I be made from that same stuff? That's how I know. I have a lot of books on my Kindle tablet. I got you, sweetie. That's why I asked if you could get your book in ebook. Sorry for the confusion. No problem. It was an ebook, and you know what? I will actually put it back on the site in ebook as well. So I'll make sure I do that. So, yeah. I mean, everything is connected. You know, it's a wonderful saying I learned when I was studying Kemet, which is ancient Egypt, but it's Kemet, land of the blacks. And the saying is, everything is everything. Going to the nail salon, I can make thousands of dollars. Instead of being sold, I can sell. Me eating well is improving my eyesight every year. Success built to last. You know, it's amazing that when you get to live and see that this stuff works. Me getting awards now, me and the stuff that's coming, an Ivy League school, Brown University, never saw that coming. But I accept it, I step into it. See, I used to be afraid too. I used to think like, oh my God, am I ready? Am I good enough? Can I do it? Now I'll be like, let me in. Because see, I know I don't need to speak like somebody else. I don't need to deliver my speech like someone else. I don't need to know what they know. They didn't hire me to be somebody else. They hired me to be me. And becoming an entrepreneur is when you can be your best self, and that's when you create great success because you're being just you. And I have confidence in me. I don't have confidence in me being somebody else. I'm going to mess up. But me being me, that is really the December intensive is really teaching you how to have a true, authentic voice. My next another course that I'm going to be offering, so I'm just letting you know right now, is going to be how to be a speaker, how to be a dynamic speaker. And that doesn't mean, and you don't even have to speak in front of other people or even on Facebook, but if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to want to know how not just to sell, but to speak. But that's a whole nother course by itself. How to motivate people and inspire people through your speaking. How to motivate and inspire people through your speaking. If that sounds like something you all be interested in, give me some yeses in the comment box and let me know if that, because I feel like, I'm going to tell how deep it is. It's so spiritual. Most of us don't speak up for ourselves. So learning how to speak is not, my thing is never a gimmick. It's not just, I want you to learn how to speak so you can go out there, have book speaking engagements and monetize it. I believe that speaking, even if you're monetizing it, it comes from a spiritual place. It says that what's going on with your throat chakra? Why are you not speaking up for yourself? I know what you mean about speaking. I have been told my speech class professor that I have a great presence when I speak in front of people. I am also a ham. That is so good to know. Learn how to do it and the technique of it, not being you, but why it is important. You know, we call those griots. Some people say griots, but it's, griots. In our ancient African, history, we had people that got paid. People would actually put money all over the body of that speaker, that poet, that griot, and she would tell of what was coming, whether it was impending danger or good things. She would prophesize at weddings. So the gift of gab, the gift of speaking, that griot type thing is ancient African wisdom for the modern system. If you want to know more, let me know. I love that. How to be your best self to bring forth your gifts. Speaking on our journey, yes, that's the connection, the spiritual journey. Yes, Kai. Me too. I love speaking and share what I've learned. You have to, it's your gift. You like it, but you were born to do it. It's your duty, and people need it. But I mean, let's talk about how we don't even speak up when, like I said, the nail salon, I should have spoke up and told him how we could have saved those 2 vegan restaurants if somebody spoke up. You see how even from the very minute, even from the very everyday way of being and knowing, it's not so important to me what you gonna do. It's more important to me what you are doing. Because are doing means present. It means you're doing it right. It's happening. You're not waiting for. We miss so much along the journey because we're so focused on the destination. Not that nothing wrong, because you got to have a destination. I call it a goal. But also, it's like the universe.